Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video on my channel, Megz Moviez. If you are new to this channel, this is basically where I talk to you guys about my passion for movies. This goes from collections, hauls, reviews, and to today's video, so let's get into it. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, hello. This is a series I have done only a couple of episodes for, but I plan to do a lot more of them, and that is Megz Moviez Weekly Roundup. So basically this series is where at the end of every week I tell you what I've picked up during the week, if I picked anything up, and what films I've watched, and give you sort of like my quick thoughts and ratings on them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really talk about anything much else, but yeah, it's just so you guys see sort of like anything that I picked up during the week, because I don't do Blu-ray hunts at the moment, so this is kind of my way of going, here's what I got. But also just to tell you guys the films I've watched, because there's certain films I would have watched that I wouldn't have done reviews for the channel or anything like that, so I just want to let you guys know what I've been watching, because I love movies, what can I say? So I'll start with the pickups and then I'll go into the films. Now I haven't watched as many films this week, but hopefully carrying on there will be more films. But also I'm naming this episode episode 1, even though I've already done episode 1 a couple of weeks ago in January, but I want this week has been a fresh start to my channel, so this is going to be a fresh start for the series as well. So yeah, let's get into the pickups. So I picked up on 4K Ghostbusters Answer the Call. I actually enjoyed this one. I'm one of the few that enjoyed this film, and because I'm getting all the Ghostbusters films on 4K, as soon as I saw this on my local CEX, I was like, yes, picking that up, especially since it come with a slip. Look how cool that slip is when it focuses, or when it doesn't focus, whichever. But yeah, because I've been trying to look for this online and I couldn't find it, or if it's expensive. But when I saw this, I was like, it's meant to be, because I've been looking online all this week for it. And then of course I also picked up Shazam. I've been meaning to pick this up for a while, and because it was £4 in CEX with this really nice slip, I mean it's not even damaged or anything, so I was like, that's perfect, I'll pick that up. Then I picked up The Wolf of Wall Street on Blu-ray. I did originally have it on DVD, but I think I got rid of it because I knew I was going to upgrade it to Blu-ray anyway. I haven't seen this film yet, but I do plan on watching it at some point. I don't know whether it'll be next week or the following week, just whenever I get the chance to watch it. So there will be a review for this coming soon. Okay, and then next thing I picked up was this Descendants trilogy. I do own all 3 on DVD, but this comes in the really cool box set. Yes, I'm a massive child. I love Descendants. I love the songs, I love the villains, and I like the fact it's about the villain kids. But yeah, I thought this was a really cool sort of like collection. So I do keep DVDs, it's just only for films that I now can't get, so sort of like Scooby-Doo movies, Disney Channel movies, stuff like that, stuff that ain't on Blu-ray. But yeah, I thought this was a really cool box set, and then plus also it saves some room on my shelf as well. And then in that same order I picked up Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills. I want to get all the Halloween movies on Blu-ray, and because these two were in a pack that had recently come out, I was like, have that, especially since I had a voucher so I could use it, so I didn't have to pay too much for this. And yeah, I can't wait to rewatch these when Halloween Ends come out this year. And then of course, speaking of 4Ks, there was no way I was not going to miss picking this up. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Really annoyed because it doesn't come with a slip, but the HMV one does. So I'm tempted just to take this to CEX and just trade it in, sort of like get a voucher for it, and then go to HMV and pick up slipcover one. I don't know when that'll be though, so I'm going to keep this one until I can go to HMV to pick up one with a slipcover, because that's really frustrating, because I like my slipcovers, and the fact that the other Ghostbusters films are going to have slipcovers and this won't, it just bugs me. But I do plan on watching this before I give it in, before I hand it into CEX, because I want to at least watch it once. I absolutely loved this film last year. It was in my top 10 movies of 2021, so go check that video out. I'll put it in the link in the description down below so you can go see that. And then to end my pickups, because I wanted to save this till last, I picked up the Avengers Infinity War steelbook. Look how cool that steelbook is. That was the only reason why I picked it up, was because how amazing it looked. Plus also I'm trying to get all the Avengers movies on steelbook. So far I have Avengers Assemble and No Way Home. Oh, and Civil War. So they're the only ones I've got so far. But I'll show you the inside. It is just Blu-ray in 3D, but I don't care, it's a really cool steelbook. And there you go, so that's the inside. There's no way I was not going to leave this in CEX. No way. Had to come home with me. So that is my pickups for the week. Now on to the films I've watched. So if you haven't watched my previous videos, I actually have a Letterboxd account. So this is where I put all my film reviews. This is where I keep track of all my films, where I put my rankings, my lists, just so I can be a bit more organised and I can keep track of what I've watched. So it does come in handy because for me sometimes I can watch quite a lot of films in one week and then I could forget what I've watched. So with this app, it is amazing because you can put reviews, rankings, all that kind of thing in there. So if you want to go and follow me, I will put my username in the link in the I'll put my username in the description down below. So starting with the first film I watched this week, I'm just going to move to the side so you can have a poster. So the first film I watched this week is Focus. This is the first time I've watched this film. This stars Will Smith and Margot Robbie, and it's just basically Will Smith is this very well trained con man, and Margot Robbie is trying to sort of like become a con woman herself. So she ends up working with Will and sort of like growing sort of like how she works, and then obviously something happens between them two and it just goes on from there. I didn't mind this film. Like, it was good. I wouldn't say it was anything that amazing. I did give it a 3.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. I would like to see more Will Smith and Margot Robbie films. So yeah, I did enjoy it. It's just I wouldn't say I'd give it a full 5 marks or a full 4 marks. But I would happily watch this again, and I would like to pick this up on Blu-ray at some point. Not sure when, but I will pick it up. Okay, and the next one is another first watch, and that is Shakespeare in Love. Now this stars Joseph Fiennes, Gwyneth Paltrow, Geoffrey Rush, Judi Dench, Colin Firth, Ben Affleck. So there's a lot of sort of like big names in this film. I've been wanting to watch this for some time, and because I'm doing a 50-week movie challenge, I decided to watch this one for the first one. A video will be going up for that on Monday, so keep an eye out for that. I actually enjoyed this film more than I thought I was going to. Like, I love the idea of Romeo and Juliet and stuff like that. So it's just basically, this is about a young William Shakespeare writing his well-known play Romeo and Juliet, and it turns out he's writing it from the events in his life. But no, this was actually a really good film. I did feel it was a little bit slow at the beginning. It could have picked up a little bit of pace, but then once that was over, it was all good. After the first 10-15 minutes, it just got better as it went on. The ending was a little bit weird for me. Like, it was good, but at the same time I think it was a bit I thought it was going to be a much happier ending, but that's fine. So on Letterboxd I gave this a 4 out of 5. I would happily watch this again, but probably only be when I'm sort of like watching romance films, or if I'm watching Romeo and Juliet then I might watch this one afterwards. So yeah. Then on the same day I went to Cineworld in Bury St Edmunds to go and see Scream 2022, yep, 5 Cream as they call it. I went to go see that again. This is the second time I got to see it. I absolutely love this sequel, it's amazing. I'm not going to say any more than that because I have done a review for it. So I'll put it at the end of this video so you guys can go and check that out if you want to see my full thoughts on it. But yeah, I'm glad I got to see this a second time because there was no way I was only going to see this once in the cinema. Absolutely no way. Okay, then to round it up, of course, because I'm working on my ranking of the Scream franchise, I watched the original Scream from 1996. Such a good film. It changed horror forever. It revitalized horror when it was dying, and it's so meta, and I absolutely love this film. It's one of the first horror films I watched that made me fall in love with horror and made me want to try horror. So I'm so glad that I got to see that. And I also got to see it in the cinema last year, which I was so glad to see in the cinema because there's so many classic films I'd love to have seen on the big screen, so I'm glad I can tick that one off my list. So yeah, that is everything. Do let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the films that I've watched, if you enjoyed them or if you didn't enjoy them. Also let me know if you picked any of these up, especially with Ghostbusters Afterlife and Halloween Kills being most recent releases. And yes, so I'm planning hopefully to watch Scream 2 before I go to work today, because obviously I'm trying to work on my ranking. And also I have done a review for the original Scream film, because I am going to review each of the films as well before the ranking. So I'll put that in the link in the description down below so you guys can go check that out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also the little notification bell in the corner there. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!